What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so we got a weekly update here for you guys. I hope everybody's excited because honestly, guys, we have a volatile week ahead of us. It is going to be insane. All right, so let's jump right in. We're gonna start off with the weekly charts, and then we're gonna go over the daily time frame, and then I'm gonna talk about a few things about my expectations for what we got going on coming out of FOMC. And yeah, all right, I'm just gonna remind you before we start, hey, if you're finding value in this content, if you're making money off of this content, if you're just entertaining this content, finding any value possible, hey, smash that like button and boost the channel. Help me push this video out to other people. I would appreciate it a lot. All right, so we're going to start here with the weekly time frame on Mr. VIX. All right, so you see these big wicks here. All right, let's just look. Where have we seen other big wicks? We have that. We have this big wick. We have that big wick. We have that big wick. We have that. And what are these all correlated with, guys? We are going lower, okay? The time VIX ended up spiking up massively. Well, guess what? It has the first week, it went up 100-something%. Okay, so you went from just about 17 bucks on Mr. VIX to, yeah, 48 bucks, guys. That is not at all what happened this time, all right? That is what I think is going to be taking place, all right? This is probably going to repeat it, all right? I don't think it is just going to... it's going to just stair-step its way up like that. I don't think that's at all going to be the case. I think it's going to skyrocket. It's going to catch everybody off guard. And hey, guys, when I see things popping up, I will let you guys know about these things. But right now, I find it extremely, extremely probable that the people who are piling in short while you just had this decline, as the fear and greed index is in extreme fear still, I think you're about to get squeezed. That is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. That is the, that's the point of being here on YouTube, all right? I'm sharing my thoughts, all right? You do not have to agree. That is the benefit of being, all our own people here, all our own traders. But yeah, you went up massively that first week, and for this reason, I don't think we get this massive spike. That is one thing suggesting this. On top of this, we go over to the daily time frame. Oh, and actually the weekly CCI is all the way up here. Look at that. All right, that is probably not going to stay up there. Maybe we do get another spike, maybe another few spikes, daily spikes over here. But over here on the daily time frame, something that took place is another thing that also just that VIX is just forming a peak, and that is all that's taking place. We're not having any crazy spike. Like I just showed you, the weekly time frame shows that we likely don't have the start of that. We don't have a good start to it. All right, and this daily RSI over here shows that, yeah, we are probably just putting in a top, and we should definitely be looking for one. Unless you think that this is taking place, which I just showed you a reason why I don't think that's taking place right now over on the weekly time frame. Unless you think this is about to take place and SPX is about to crash, I don't think anybody should be piling in short. I don't think that those are the opportunities you should be looking for. Just my personal opinion. All right, now we're gonna, you know what, let me just actually come over here. Perfect. Super fast. Come over here, SPX. All right, so SPX did close out on Friday with increasing sell volume, which does suggest we are going to be going lower intraday on Monday. We don't have to close out the day lower on Monday, but we should be going lower intraday. Now, I will also remind you guys it was triple witching day, or quadruple witching day, which just means you're going to have a crap ton more volume. I think it is 4 major exchanges with, major indices, all have their expirations coinciding with each other's, as well as the futures market as well. Those are also expirations over those indices that are also coinciding with each other. So you just have a bunch of expirations, option expirations taking place, and that's why you're going to have a crap ton of repositioning. And that is why you are going to have a volume spike, every single one of those. But yeah, actually, let's go back over to the weekly charts because we did not finish off with those. And this is the weekly update. All right, so here on SPX, you did have that increasing buy volume, and you do have your stochastic crossing up from almost getting into oversold territory, and your CCI is literally lower than where you bounced last time. And guess what? It was like a 10% bounce. All right, it doesn't have to go that way this time. It does not. I'm sorry that is happening. Oh, come on, please work. Hidden caps. instead of shift there. But yeah, you had a 10% bounce. QQ was like a 20% bounce. It went crazy. All right, but this week you did hit the lower bound of this trend, the lower trend line of this descending broadening wedge we got. We will have a target on the board. We do have a target on QQQ's board over there, just because it already did have its breakout. Tech is definitely the strong spot to be in right now in the market. I'm not going to say to be in, but I'm going to say that is the strong spot in the market right now. I personally am not going long QQQ right now. I am going to be looking for IWM, SPY and maybe IWM. All right, I already did put out a trade idea, an IWM trade idea to take advantage of what's going on right now. And the reason IWM is doing what it's doing, IWM, DIA, and SPX compared to QQQ over there, is because these have the financials in it. Whereas QQQ, this is the only index that does not have, the financials. So it's just not tanking with the rest of everything. But again, like I said, I do not think that this is the end of the world. I don't think everything's going to crash right now. I have seen, I've seen what happened to the balance sheet of the, the Fed's balance sheet. It's now increased by 300 billion. That's going to likely bring equity prices up. Now, I do suggest everyone go watch Meet Kevin's video that he put out. I think he put it out on Friday. And it pretty much just explains what JP Morgan just came out saying, how the Fed is willing to pump, I think it's 2.2 trillion, he said. Maybe it was 2.4. I'm not sure. Go check that out if you want to know the specifics. But yeah, they are willing to throw that at this issue. And if that is the case, then it's going to bring the balance sheet to an all-time high of like 10.5 trillion or something. And there you have it. Okay, if the Federal Reserve's balance sheet is going to keep its correlation here with the SPX, with the markets, then yeah, we're going to see the markets come up here. And I'm not saying that is going to be the case, but I'm just saying right now, if what me, Kevin, was saying, if what JP Morgan was saying is correct, then yes, we are going to see all-time highs again with all likelihood, in my personal opinion. All right. And I don't look at me as like a permabull. I'm not a permabull. All right. When we were up here and we had every single index here that we cover, we have DIA, IWM. Let's just go over them. Okay. You come over here. This is the weekly time frame, guys. Guess what? We have DIA. We have IWM. You can see it over there. Okay. You have QQQ. You can see it over there. You have SPY. You can see it over here. Guess what? They all were aligned. And what do we have? We have VIX down here. And what happened? VIX has a massive spike. Massive spike, guys. I might get into moves too early. I get it. Okay, I might have my calls just a teensy bit too early, but do not tell me I am wrong. Do not tell me I am continuously flip-flopping. It honestly, it does. It's definitely a trigger. All right, I put a lot of time into this content, guys. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I put like all my time into this. All right, so like just realize. Yeah, all right. Like, I was definitely calling for downside when we were up here. I freaking FOMO'd into a 1K call hedge at the pretty much exact top after the FOMC happened last time, which was on February 1st. And then, so I put it on February 1st. Yeah, we had 1 day of gains on that 1K call hedge. And then I just lost my money. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys right now, all right, there was a guy in the comment section yesterday, all right, you can talk in this comment section all you want, but like that was just disrespectful. You're going to tell me what I already know. If you're following along with the videos, then you know I was calling for downside up here. I know for a fact I was. And you know what signal gave us our top? This 70 RSI on SPY and QQQ. So again, all right, did I flip-flop? Yeah, I flip-flop, but guess what? We're down here now. I flip-flopped when we were down here, all right? We hit the 200 MA. I told you guys we likely get that bounce off the 200 MA. What did we get? We got the bounce, all right? I said the second time we hit the 200 MA, all right? We're probably going to, the bears are probably going to have enough strength to break it, okay? We came back to 200 MA. I said I don't think they close it because it's going to send you $10 to $20 lower, all right? Well, what is this, okay? You're at 393. Oh, first of all, second test of 200 MA. What do you got? Oh, boom. There you go. You get your close underneath it finally. You avoided the close here, avoided the close here. You get your close underneath it. Okay, all right, 200 MA, 393. Where did we go to? 393 down 381. That is $12. That is in between $10 to $20. Then I was looking for a bounce at the lower trend line of this broadening wedge. If you want to be a freaking Karen in my comment section, I understand I'm getting frustrated now. I'm just very quickly running through this just to make sure, hey, if that guy's watching or if anybody else is thinking these things, hey, just know, guys, I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here. My name is Henry. I will be here with daily updates. And guys, I'm consistent with what I say. Okay, I will flip-flop, I promise. If you want to win in this game, guaranteed, it's not even winning in this game. It's surviving in this game. It's like literally just continuously moving up in this game. All right, if you want to, do not think like that guy was thinking. Okay, I was calling for downside. Guess what, dude? Do you see how much downside happened here? Did you see how every single index had their weekly oscillators go from overbought to oversold? Do you see this? I didn't think a banking thing was going to happen. Do you think I knew that was going to happen? No, I follow the freaking charts here on this channel, guys. I literally just follow the charts. All right, so I'm serious, guys. Think twice before being a Karen in my comment section. I am the man of the people here on this channel. All right, I'm consistent. I have calls. I make calls. I continuously get my calls correct. By the way, quick little plug. If you guys do want to be a part of my calls, like as they're taking place, if you want somebody to trade with, if you want consistently high probability trade setups, we are currently killing it in the Patreon. You now get a Discord that comes with it. You will get all of my insights on the spot, and you will also have someone holding your hand along the way. You can trade with people, and you could trade with a community. But yeah, all right, if you want to sit there telling me that I've been wrong and I don't have a clue, buddy, you said I don't have a clue, brother. First of all, don't call me brother if you're going to disrespect me like you just did. All right. But I'm going to say right now, yeah. All right. I just showed you guys. I showed you. I called this. All right. I called this downside. All right, I was positioned for that downside. I understand. I call some things too early sometimes. I get it. Okay, QQQ was throwing me for a ride. Do you guys see this? It's still in overbought territory. All right, this is hard. These markets are hard, but please do not be a Karen in my comment section. I appreciate it so freaking much, guys. And guess what? Yes, we came all the way down. I think we had, we're going to say we're probably about a 10% move down. Oh, SPY fell 9%. 37 freaking dollars? You're wrong, buddy? You're going to tell me I'm wrong, buddy? Oh, and where did we go now? Okay, where did we go? All right. Oh, we bounced from the bottom of the broadening ascending wedge, or a descending broadening wedge, and now you bounce 15 ups. Again, how are you going to tell me I'm freaking wrong on these things? The whole world in their mother was freaking getting ultra bearish down here, and I was saying a bounce was coming, and now I'm showing you guys things. I'm literally just showing you the charts, guys. With all likelihood, yes, we can pull back, but guys, a major bottom is right around the corner. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry if you have a bias. I'm sorry if that dude, sorry if I hurt your feelings. I know maybe you have puts open and maybe you didn't like what I was saying, but yeah, it sounds like you're going through something rough. Go deal with it yourself. Don't be a Karen on my channel. All right. And I'm sorry, guys. All right. I'm not even going to call that a rant. I think that is a necessity. That was a necessary thing to do right there, because honestly, I can't have people just coming to my channel saying I'm wrong. I don't want new people coming to my channel, seeing what's in the comment section and seeing that. No, all right? I'm extremely accurate, and that's what comes with the territory here. When you're sitting here making a daily update each and every day, guess what? I assess charts each and every day, which means, okay, if something's popping up now that wasn't over there, we react on the spot. That is the benefit of having these daily updates. And then you could literally, if you don't want to freaking back check or anything, if you don't want to go back and watch the daily video, go pay attention to weekly updates. Okay, they're also insanely accurate, just like likely, guys. This one will be as well. All right, I'm also going to give a quick little plug. If you guys do want to have the written updates over on Webull, they are completely free. If you guys enjoy these, I do know for a fact that you would like those. You would find value in those. I just dropped the weekly update, so it is out now. Everyone could go see it. So, all right, let's get back to the charts. I'm sorry I had that little rant. I know it was like a 5-minute thing right there, whatever, how long it took. I apologize, but it's something that I find is a necessity. I put a lot of freaking work into what I do here on the channel, and I will not have anybody just sitting there Yeah, pretty much just being a Karen in my comment section and pretty much disrespecting me. All right. Like, that's completely fine. All right. Disrespect is going to happen. I got to learn to develop this tough skin. But guys, I take pride in my skill set. All right. Which actually, that's probably my biggest enemy. Now that I think about that. Now that I say that out loud. But whatever. All right. Let's get back to the charts. All right. Something I'm seeing on IWM, you do end up having this, you have increasing sell volume, which over here, you were 2 weeks away from your bottom right there. All right, over here, when you had increasing sell volume right there, like you had the spike here, oh, it was your bottom. Right here, you had the spike, oh, it was your bottom. Right here, you had a spike, oh, it was your bottom. Oh, what do we have right here? Okay, we have another weekly increase. It wasn't a sell volume like we had all these other ones, but it was that increase in volume, that volume spike. Oh, what was it? It was your bottom. All right, what do we have over here? It was very close to the bottom, okay? You went from 213 on IWM to next week, you made a high of 225. Decent sized bounce. And again, guys, yeah, I'm still looking for that bounce. I told you guys when I saw what I saw on the, what I pointed out on IWM's daily RSI over here, we've gotten, I think it was a 6% move up. All right, we can come over here. I think it was a 6% move up. Yeah, 6% move up. So that would align with what I just showed you guys on the weekly chart there. And then we would end up coming back down for a new low over there. But we do have the FOMC on Tuesday. So I'm just going to say they probably give us a direction. I don't think they're going to say something, completely freak out the markets, and then somehow the markets are going to go up. Or I don't think they're going to say something, make the markets, you know, give the green light to rally, and then somehow something bearish is going to bring us down to lows, and then we're going to rally out of that. It just wouldn't make sense to me. So I think if we're going to put in a new low, I think it's going to happen before the Fed, or it happens after. I don't care. Okay, I'm just going to do what the charts are telling me to do, and work with that. But yeah, that's just okay. We'll talk about the FOMC and my expectations for that and just my thoughts after we finish the technicals, because I want to get through this video. I do have to go to work. It's 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still got to take a shower too. So, all right, let's get into it. All right, so I guess we will come over here. DIA, guys, DIA, increasing buy volume over here happening. But that's not the important thing I really want to direct your attention to. I want to direct your attention to the CCI. All right, these weekly CCI, whenever you hit this level here, these were your bottoms. All right, these were literally your bottoms. All right, you got that going on right there. You got this going on right here. You had that going on right here. You had that going on right here. This was literally your bottom every single time. I don't care what they're freaking telling you. I don't care. All right, I'm here to help. All right, I'm here for the people. And guess what, guys? I'm here to remind you that, hey, every single time we've had this exact condition, we have had a bottom. All right, we have so many things on the chart suggesting bottom, and I understand crashes take place when charts are at oversold conditions, but yeah, I'm just gonna say right now, all right, I don't think this is going to be the case. I think I have done a decent ass job here of showing you guys the charts, or showing you guys how the charts are suggesting, hey, you're not about to fall off a cliff. Everyone's getting really freaking trapped right now. Everyone's getting bear trapped to the max, just like they got bull trapped up here over on all of them. All right, literally up here. Anybody buying here was underwater just anywhere over here, and they probably sold and influenced this. All right, and yeah, I mean, and then boom, by the time you hit your low here, now everyone's and their mother is super bearish and no one's buying. All right, so now they're going to send you back up, guys. The dealers are the people who are always going to win. Literally, those are the only people who always win. And I'm going to trade with them. Okay, I'm going to do my analysis with them. I'm going to do everything with them because I want to be on the winning team, and they are the winning team. All right, so I don't think that while everybody else, like literally the majority of the market right now is right here, that this is CNBC. Okay, this is like they are the news people. They know. Okay, this isn't even just something a poll on Twitter. No, this is the CNBC. All right, they know the sentiment, and it's bearish. Okay, and I could tell you for a fact it's bearish. Okay, the fact that that happened yesterday, someone told me I've been flip flopping. I don't have a clue. Tried telling me about freaking Fibonacci retracements as if I don't talk about Fibonacci retracements in my videos. We literally have a golden pocket up here. Are you? Come on, dude. Come on. Like, yeah, don't not give me credit like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's so disrespectful. Like, I know you don't watch my videos if you're gonna tell me things. Maybe you watched them up here a month ago, literally a month ago, but now it's a month and a half later from the top, man. What the heck? Like, what, dude? Get out of here. I'm a realist, guys. Last weekly update, guess what I said? I said exactly what I called for the bounce, but guess what I also said? I said, now crash is officially on the table. Things have started breaking. This is exactly what we've been waiting on. Maybe that's what he was referring to. Maybe he thought I was going perma bear over there. No, guys, I'm just like, I'm a realist. Okay, this is the reality of the situation. These are the factors on the board right now. And guess what? All right? Like, yes, crash is on the table, but I still don't, like, charts do not suggest crash is about to take place. A bunch of stuff is about, it's suggesting crash is not about to take place. All right? But yeah, all right? I'm completely open to the possibility now. We literally just had banking failures, but guess what? All right? I've watched several videos over the weekend and read a few articles that compared what just took place to what happened with Bear Stearns and a few other banks back then. And guess what? The market ran to all-time highs. All right, so anyone who wants to come here with their bias, guys, just realize we don't got one here on the channel. We're here to make money, and that's only going to happen if we kick that freaking thing to the curb, get the emotions out of here, and stick to doing what we're doing. We know what works, so we're going to stick to it. All right, let's finish off with the daily charts, okay? All right, I understand. All right, but yeah, all right. The rant was a necessity because, again, like, guys, I make calls that I will have credit for these calls that I'm making, all right? I know because I put so much time into it. You think I don't know the calls I make? Guys, do you remember over here when I was calling for downside and we just kept ripping higher? Do you remember right here I got puts? I thought I was a freaking genius. I made so much money in like 1 or 2 days and then boom, it starts ripping higher and I could just get squeezed. I feel like an idiot when I'm wrong, so I know for a fact when I'm right. I've been right for quite some time now, all right? And I think, yeah, I think anybody who's actually been here watching each and every video, I think you definitely know what's been going on, all right? And I also want to say, all right, anybody who's in the Patreon and Discord, you definitely also know what's going on. We winning, all right? We're going to keep winning, and that's just how that'll go. But yeah, QQQ is suggesting we do have downside on the table, so what I'm going to be looking for, guys, is we're either going to go like that, all right, or we could do this. We could do something like this, all right? Maybe it's like that, all right? Or I think we push up before FOMC. I don't know. I think it would be something. I don't know. I'm open to either. I don't care what happens, okay? The macro, at least my chart macro perspective right now, my we'll say the midterm viewpoint over the next month, I'm bullish. All right, we let a whole month go by and we're declining in between this Fed meeting and this Fed meeting. We've rallied into it. I wouldn't be surprised to get a pullback going into that Fed meeting, and then boom, you rally out of it. That's my opinion, okay? All opinions, okay? Nothing on this channel is financial advice. Nothing on the Patreon is financial advice. Nothing on the Weeble updates are financial advice. But guess what? We still enjoy making money, and that is the whole goal. All right. We also like making sense of the chaos. All right. There's an order to the chaos, and that is what we do here on this channel. All right. We did have that topping tail. We had a doji candlestick right here, but you did have that declining volume. But like I said before, you did have SPX having that sell volume spike right there. Now, SPY did not have that. QQQ did not have that. IWM did have that, which suggests sellers take you lower on IWM come Monday. And DIA didn't have it. So that's why I'm saying, guys, I am open to them squeezing you up here before FOMC, and then maybe you get one hell of a panic sell-off, okay? We're going to go over the lower time frames right after we finish these daily ones. I know this is a bit of a longer video, but then again, it is the weekly update. These honestly are the most exciting videos, guys. We get to prepare for the week, and we get to make these projections, okay? And yeah, I like to make safe projections, all right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like what I do here with on the day-to-day, guys, I show you exactly the possibilities, okay? I show you what can happen. And then, like, hey, if it doesn't bounce here, if that doesn't bounce here, then now you're looking at these two things. If that doesn't bounce there, then I'm 100% going to be looking at that other one. That is how I make my calls. That is, like, on the day-to-day basis. The weekly videos, I guess, like, no, things don't really work like that. Well, they kind of work like that. Everything, all these time frames work together, I guess we could say. But yeah, I mean, it really, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't get how someone would stay here and watch these videos and not find insane value. I'm serious. I don't know another channel on YouTube, on Webull, on anything that it literally provides the value. Like, it has the place in this space that I do. I just haven't found them. And that's like, I guess that actually is every single YouTube channel. Like, you're not going to survive if you don't do that. So, whatever. All right, carrying on. All right, carrying on. Your boy's talking to himself. That is all that is, okay? But yeah, over here on IWM, guys, you have the RSI over here in oversold territory, and every single other time that has happened, you had hit your bottom, okay? You come over here, you come over there, you come over there, you come over there, and this is in this bear market, guys, all right? Out of this bear market, it was even better, all right? It was even better. This was even more accurate. You get these oversold indicators, all right? This is your time. Hey, you go heavy on the long side if you're out of this bear market, all right? Let's come a little over there. But yeah, guys, I mean, hey, I'm still gonna say it right now, because you like so likely have a bounce right around the corner, right? So many people are likely about to get squeezed. It's gonna be nice. It will be very nice. You know, just like once we're out of the woods, all right? This is how I was feeling when we were up here. Like I said, like when I'm wrong, guys, it hurts so bad because you have thousands of people. Now, like maybe some people even rely on it, and that's what even sucks even more. That's why I started the Patreon. Like now, hey, now I know, okay? Because if I could do these things, if I'm being extremely profitable with these things, then hey, it should be profitable for everybody else doing them. And if you're not being profitable doing it, then it is on you, okay? But if you are having troubles, like, hey, reach out and do that. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as I know, Patreon people are banking. Like a bunch of, like the vast majority of these trade ideas have absolutely banked. And like the losers, I will not deny, right? There have been, off the top of my head, there was one loser, I'm just going to say right now, it was an Oxy trade the other day. And I did end up taking my loss, and then it bounced up, and I was kind of salty. But yeah, I literally ended up getting, I think it was this day right here. I saw decent, I think we were up 30% for one day, and then you end up coming down there, all right? I'll actually, and then I end up cutting over here because, I mean, obviously, guys, you got to, guys, it's like oil over here, right? So this trade was based off of WTI. We initially had this breakout, so I was curious, all right? You come over here, and then you come over to just normal crude. That was also what this was based off of, crude futures, all right? And boom, you also had another breakout, which I'm going to come over here. So again, I was getting interested, which I don't know where this trend line was that I was seeing that I was drawing it. Maybe it was over here. Yeah, maybe that's what I was watching. All right. But either way, these are the things that got me interested in it. And then like, hey, there was that. It did end up popping back up. But like, other than this one, I really don't know. Has there really been another trade that like hasn't given us the rather significant gains where anybody could have taken these profits? For example, I'll give you another one we entered the other day, Walmart. All right. Hey, and I'm doing this because, hey, maybe you guys want to, know about some of these trade ideas. So maybe you guys take them, and then you're going to make a couple $100, and you're going to be like, holy shit, he just made me a couple $100, or helped me make a couple $100. Screw $40, let me do it. All right, so that's the whole reason I'm doing this right now. All right, but not IWM, Walmart over here. Okay, you come over to the weekly time, and these are the types of things that we're going to be going over on Walmart. I'll just give you a brief little detail. All right, you also get my targets, you get my risk management, you get my specific contracts, and also you just get my overall indexes. Okay, you get my index TA on the spot, and you don't have to sit here waiting for a video each and every time. Okay, if you have a question, hey, ask me in the Discord, do whatever. All right, like I was trying to say earlier, guys, I'm a man for the people. I'm here to literally help. All right, because if I'm not helping people, then I'm failing at what I'm doing. I understand failure does bring success, but you can't just keep failing, okay? Because that just shows that you're not doing it right. All right, you shouldn't just continuously make the same mistake. No, each mistake should lead to, you change your behavior. All right, but over here, look at this increasing buy volume right there, which actually wasn't there. That was not the reason I was entering this one, but you do have your CCI in overbought territory, and I actually bought half of the position on this one. I personally have, I think it's 3 of these contracts right now. It could be 4. I'm not sure. I can't look right now, obviously. But I am waiting for the I'm waiting for the other ones to come back down over here, and I think we're in the May 19 expiration over here. But I know I got the 145s, and that is already up quite decently. I think we already up, or Yeah, 25 or 30% in the first day. And a lot of these have produced these types of gains in the first day. And that's what's really impressive to me. I'm like, holy crap, dude. I'm like, now that I'm actually just analyzing the markets for continuous trade ideas, and they have to be high probability, just like these. They can't, like, guys, I have to build a track record. So, like, that's what I was saying. I'm sorry I got like a little frustrated earlier when I was defending myself against that freaking guy who commented on my video yesterday. But guys, this frustrates the crap out of me when I see things like this. I put so much freaking time and effort into this. It's my life. All right. I've gone all in on the market, all in on this YouTube thing, all in on this content creation thing. All right. And like, outside of that, I got the gym, I got my dogs, I got, like, you know, obviously there's like obviously, like, you know, a life, but like this is where my focus is each and every day, each week. All right, like literally my free time tomorrow, guys, I'll tell you right now, I'm literally just gonna be reading Mark Douglas. All right, I should have the book coming in either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then I'm just gonna be reading Mark Douglas tomorrow, because I am, guys, I just like literally I'm all in on this. This is my thing. All right. But yeah, here right now in Walmart, all right, first target is going to be a back test of this trend line. That should give you anywhere from 50 to 80% gains on those contracts specifically. Second target, I do believe, I know it's in the post, but I do believe it was right here, over here at 143. And then or no, that wasn't the second target. Second target is definitely just this thing right here. All right. But again, I mean, if you want to join the Patreon, go check it out. Go check it out. All right. Right here would be your second target. You're going to be up probably up 150% right there. I would have to go look at the option chain right now to tell you these. Third target is going to be over here. And I actually, now that I think about it, I think we entered the June contracts. I'm not sure. But regardless, I am in it. Yeah, like this is an example of something that is happening. And on these individual tickers, guys, I will be playing more date than I do on the indices. It's not always going to be the case, but the vast majority of time it is going to be the case, just because yeah, I need time for these things to play out. All right, the indexes, I'm gonna be honest, guys, that is definitely my forte. I've put like I said, I've been all in on the indexes for at least this past year. I have put all my efforts towards the indices. So that is my forte. I will say there have been so many trade ideas that have been extremely profitable over there. All right, or we'll just say profitable. There's been 2 or 3 off the top of my head that have been extremely profitable. What I think is extremely profitable, and I'm just going to say, guys, on all of these, like, I'm looking for 50 to 100% gains at ease. All right, the risk to reward has to be there for me. All right, let's say the stop is 50%. All right, guys, I'm looking for that 150%. All right, that's just typically like 1 to 3 is what I want to look for, and what I am pricing into, what I am, yeah, what I'm going to be entering to play the TA that I share. All right, but yeah, guys, this is one of them. If you guys are interested, I don't know. I guess I just want to show you guys, like, hey, all right, it's not all Fugazi. No, it's value. All right, but coming over here back into QQQ over here. All right, you still do have your 4-hour CCI in overbought territory, but it's hinging up, and you flipped this. Now, this is something I mentioned on Thursday's update. It's in the written update. I was looking for either that or I was looking for that. All right, and as you see, we did start to get that bounce over here, and if we didn't bounce there on QQ, I was looking for over here on SPY. And that's what I was saying earlier, right? My scenarios, this is why when someone tells me I'm wrong, like I set myself up so I can't really be wrong. All right, I'm here just showing you guys the charts, and then obviously you're going to get my opinion at the end off of what I'm showing you. But at the end of the day, I mean, you guys should be able to formulate your own opinions off of what I'm showing you, because I'm literally showing you data. And maybe you don't know how to find this data. That's the point of the channel. All right, and maybe you are at the point where you learn this data, all right, and how to find this stuff for yourself. And hey, pat yourself on the freaking back. Hit this button for you. All right, there you freaking go. All right, but over here on SPY, guys, what I'm going to be looking for if we do end up dipping down, like I was saying on the increasing sell volume over here on SPX, I'm going to be looking for you to come down and dip down into this zone right here, and then I'm going to be, obviously, the next spot I'm going to be watching is here. But once you broke past here, guys, I'm looking for, you made your higher high. All right, let's just look at trend right now. All right, I know I pointed this out in the last video, and guys, we're going to do this quite often. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just, this channel is a daily reminder just not to buy into the BS. All right. Look at this. All right. So, by the way, someone was telling me about trend. Are you freaking kidding me? All right. All right. Come on, man. I've literally been going over this thing in every video. All right. Boom. All right. Lower high. You made your lower high. You made your lower low. That was officially when I knew, like, hey, a trend change is on the table. Guess what? We made the same previous high. We actually formed a double top. Can be considered a triple top between there. Guess what? We then went down to make the lower low. That really showed us that, hey, you're now in a downtrend, okay? Boom. You break that. Well, you didn't break anything, but you broke out of this consolidation right here. And boom, you have a lower high again. Again, you have a lower high. So guess what? You come back over here, you make your low low, and now we're over here, all right? So now you came back up here, you made your higher high, all right? Which I guess we could say that, but nah, I wouldn't treat that. That's not a big move. It's a consolidation move right there. All right. But then you came up here. All right. So now this is your high. That's how I'm looking at it, at least. You come over here. Oh, we have the same low, or you may have undercut it a little. Oh, no, you did make a higher high or a higher low over there. And then boom, you came up, broke resistance. Now you have your higher high. So now you have your higher low right here from over here. And you have your higher high from here, from over here. All right. So now by default, I'm expecting a higher low. All right, so let's get all that clutter off the chart. Okay, all my drawings here, and we're gonna go and do the same thing over on QQ. And this is what I was trying to tell that guy, like, dude, why are you disrespecting me like this? I know you didn't watch the video because I went over things like this. I do this. I do it every day. I know what I say, guys. I do. I have to literally say what I say here over in the written updates. And then now I have to reiterate things to Patreon and Discord members. So, like, I know, guys, I know what I'm saying. The call outs, they suck if they don't work. All right. But it feels amazing if they do work. So I know what's being said. All right. Boom. Lower high. 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 Lower high. Lower low. That was your low. That was your low. Lower low. Oh, you came back up. Same high. Just like SPY. Same high. Came down, took out that, made the lower low, and you actually just consolidated to all the way down here, which you actually can look at this. Oh, you made a lower high right there. Oh, you came down, make the lower low, lower high right there, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right. Now you're here. Guess what, guys? All right. Over here is your high. All right. And even if it wasn't your high, that's your high. All right, so you're still in a freaking, like, let's just say these weren't taken as highs, because I wasn't looking at these as highs. If I'm pretty positive I was not looking at these as being part of the trend. I was just saying, like, this is, hey, you made your lower low, here you are. All right, now you're over here, which, by the way, I definitely was looking for a bounce. I know for a fact I was looking for a bounce over here. Because we actually nailed that. We nailed it all the way up into, I think we hit 303.15 intraday. We came slightly above it, and boom, we reversed off that. And that is where we ended up taking our profits. And that ended up working out. And then we entered puts. And what happened? That I'm pretty sure we entered QQQ 290 puts. And then what happened? What happened? Those running the money. Boom. There you go. All right. So this is what I was saying. All right. I know what I say. But yeah, you come over here. Oh, you made another lower low. But guess what, guys? If that was your high, oh, you just broke out and made a new high. There you go. Trend changed. All right. Now I'm going to show you the other factor of trend change right here. Right here, right now. Guess what? What is this thing right here with all these touch points? What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm going to let you guys answer. Say it all out now. Okay, all right. Just in case you didn't, guys, it is a freaking trend line, okay? A downtrend at that, okay? A down sloping trend line, okay? You have rejection, rejection. Oh, what do you have? You broke out of it. You broke out of it, and now you're basing above it, all right? What I really would like to see is you come back over here, and this is where I will be. I'm going to tell you guys, obviously, if you're in the Patreon and Discord, you'll know exactly what I'm doing at all times, all right? But if you aren't, and you're just, hey, if you're just following along with the YouTube videos, which, hey, this is free content. And guys, all I ask, hey, pay me with a like, all right? Show the appreciation with a like. I know for a fact it's valuable. If we're able to make money off it, everybody is, all right? And I'm also showing you the techniques I use to make money off of it. So, you know, it's the full package, in my personal opinion. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that we provide, all right? But what I'm really looking for is that, all right? And I don't know if that's going to end up happening. All right. I don't care if that does end up happening, but I'll tell you, I'm going to pounce if it does. And there's that. But yeah, you come over here to SPY, and that would align with us coming down to here. All right. Because if QQQ broke here, and it would break 303, it would make, Yeah, so it would come $3 lower. So if you came down to this low 388, this is 386. It's $2 lower. All right. So this would we would probably break this slightly, have a wick, and then we would hold it with the candlestick, or the body of the candlestick over here on SPY. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much what I'm looking for. We come over there the hourly time frame, but at the moment, I'm just going to say it's kind of not really too important right now. I think what's really important is if you're a swing trader, I think it's establishing your well, you know, I'm not going to say establishing your call position, okay, because there were better opportunities to do so if you didn't already play it. All right. But what I'm going to say right now is I don't think anybody really should be looking to go short. Okay. Me personally, I'm not going to take any put opportunity unless we come up here. I just don't want to. I don't think that is, with what I'm seeing on the chart, I don't think that's wise. And I do think taking this call entry right here, this back test, that really would be the ultimate. That would be a valid call entry in my personal opinion, just because this thing does suggest we are going to be getting some downside, or at least it's on the table. It's possible. And SPX does suggest we're going lower. So maybe we do touch there intraday and then carry on into the rest of the day, and then into FOMC we come up. And like, here's the thing, guys. If QQ comes up and hits this target, SPY is going to come up and break out with all likelihood. All right. We're like SPY right here. You're at 390. All right. This is, yeah, this is at 400, guys. 400. So, well, guys, I'm going to say this right now, all right? So that's at 400. So that's like $10 higher. This isn't $10 higher, but I wouldn't be surprised to see you take out this high, maybe come visit this, and then you get some rejection off of that. I really would not be surprised to see that at all. But I'm just going to say right now, if QQ does hit that target, I think SPY would actually not break out of the thing. If the breakout comes towards 400, which actually is this next spot of resistance right here. So this is going to be a, definitely, like, if you're a trader looking at this and you're establishing calls down here, yeah, this is going to be a spot you're taking profit at. Guess what? You also have a down sloping trend line right here. And guess what? QQQ, if it does a pullback before that, then you're extremely overextended going into that, and then I really would expect indices to pull back. So yeah, if those conditions are met, as SPY is coming up right there, all right, coming up here to test that trend line, then yeah, guys, I gotta expect rejection. But of course, as traders, guys, we always want to be expecting rejection at these any level, okay, like any key resistance, support, or anything. We're expecting we're expecting that side to come in. Just like at this gap fill up here, all right? We were expecting the sellers to come in. Then over here on QQQ, this gap fill was at 303, I believe. Oh, you're right here, 303.15. Yeah, 303.15 was the low over there. All right, guys, so I think that is pretty much it. I do want to show you guys Apple, all right? I want to show you guys Apple, and I want to show you guys what's happening with the 2-year so we could talk a little about FOMC. All right, I understand this is a longer video. Holy crap, I got to finish up right now. I just realized what time it is. Holy crap. All right, let's, it was just freaking rush day today. I did so much. Wowza. All right, so you have this inverse head and shoulders right here on Apple. All right, my downtrend right here. All right, that is what I got going on. All right, I've seen a few other people have this straight one right here. I've seen, I think, 3 people now on Twitter and YouTube have that one. So I'm just going to say it could be either, and that this flat one would make sense, perfect sense, because you did end up getting rejection right here. But I'm going to say this right now, even if this wasn't your neckline of the inverse head and shoulders, the down sloping trend line, it still is a down sloping trend line, and like you didn't get sucked back in yet. All right, like over here you had a breakout. It was a false breakout and you got sucked back in. That's what this signals. It was the same thing like SPY closed on the 200 MA. That's why I was like, oh crap. That's when they take you the decent amount lower before that bounce ends up coming in, which suck. Well, it doesn't suck because as traders, it literally doesn't matter what happens. We should be making money either way. All right. But over here on Apple, all right, what I'm going to be watching for is buying pressure step in right there. That's going to tell me, are we going like decently lower on QQQ right there? So are we going to get the decent pullback to over here? Maybe we get a wick coming down over here. I'm not sure. Or do we end up flipping that on Apple, this broken trend line here, and we do end up going off of the races off to this target up here at 159, which would likely carry QQQ to its target of 313.68. 313.68. All right, so that is what I'm going to be watching for on Apple. I'm going to be watching this down-sloping trend line right there. All right, now Bitcoin. Bitcoin is literally getting rejection exactly at our zone, guys. This is what I'm saying, guys. There's continuous proof of concept in the TA that we provide here on the channel, along with the other platforms, which it's just Webull, Patreon, and Discord, all right? There is a track record, all right? If you would like to put in the time yourself, I don't recommend putting in the time yourself. I make long videos, all right? It's meant for someone to follow along with to the day-to-day. That is definitely what these videos are meant for. But yeah, if you would like to, go back, guys. I guarantee, yeah, I was calling for this. This was your, this was my target if you did end up not getting rejected at these trend lines right there. This is where I said, like, you're likely about to get your selling step in right here. All right. But if you do end up breaking out here, then yeah, you're looking at 37.5K. Yeah, over there, which is literally just be seen right here. All right. But we can put a zone up there and make it neater in a different video. But yeah, you're getting your selling pressure stepping up right here, and you do have a triple bearish divergence on your CCI. Now, I did say if we did make it into the zone, this is likely where you get your pullback, or you hit a temporary top, or like a decent top right here. And that's just because your RSI, weekly RSI, will be in overbought territory. And, you know, that's when we're going to be looking for that cool off. All right. So, and I don't think another bull run is happening right now as we speak. I really don't. But it could be. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong here. But either way, we're going to be making money somewhere, guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but you know, that's is the goal here. But over here on the 2-year, right, this is what I'm going to leave you guys off with. Over here on the 2-year, this was Powell's victory lap right here. All right, so that was at 4.1%. We are now 25 basis points lower than that right now. This is what the Fed chases. All right, so the federal funds terminal rate chases this. The Fed chases this with that. So that is why he was taking a victory lap over here. He didn't need to. Look how flat it was. Guess what? All right, it was just flat. All right, it didn't go anywhere. He didn't have any pressure on him, is what I'm getting at. Well, guess what? He took his victory lap. The bond market did not like that. Bond market started pricing in higher rates. And guess what? Then we had the banking thing happen. And that's something I didn't know was right around the corner. I had no idea. I've been warning about this for quite some time here on the channel, saying like that's how this thing ends, okay? The Fed breaks something with what we're talking about right now. They have to break something. That's how the cycle resets, all right? The Fed, honestly, guys, they want people to lose their jobs. They want a great, not the great reset. They can't have that happen, but they want this whole inflation problem to go away. And guess what? The only way to really just do that, okay, is letting the market do what it needs to do. And just, hey, you think a 50% market crash is not going to kill the wealth effect? I guarantee it would. I guarantee that's going to make people spend less. I guarantee it's going to immediately take inflationary pressures away. That is what I think this thing ends with, all right? Well, that's what I know this thing ends with. And that is a way where the Great Reset wouldn't have to happen, because guess what? They do end up having the solution to their problem, because market mechanics just end up stepping in anyway. That's how I see this thing ending. It's going to happen. All right. That's my call. I'm making it. That's what I do here on the channel. And there we go. Let's sit back and watch. I don't think it's going to happen right now, though. The fact that we are right here and we're 25 basis points lower, that's suggesting as of right now, rate cut, 25 BP rate cut. I don't think that's going to be the case. 25 BP rate cut sends panic throughout the streets, in my personal opinion, just because that is hey, we went too far. We have to go back. We have to. We're going to, everyone's going to die. All right. If you do a Fed pause, okay, you have a rate hike pause. All right. So 0 BP hike. I think this signals a massive market rally. I think this in the 25 basis point hike is the ideal scenario. That is the likely scenario, in my personal opinion, with especially what we got going on right here. All right. I would not be surprised to see that. And that is just because they now see things are breaking. All right. But here's the thing. Inflation isn't coming down. So inflationary pressure still is there. So I guess the 25 basis point makes perfect sense to me. That's what I would give as the likely scenario, is 25 basis point, because that signals to the market that, hey, all right, we're still going to do what we got to do with inflation. Things aren't going to run out rampant. That would let the market rally, because, they're signaling to the market that they're not going to let inflation run rampant, even though this banking crisis is happening. And it would also signal that, hey, they don't really care about this banking crisis. It's not the biggest deal like everyone thinks it is. And that would crush the VIX. We'd have volatility crush, and VIX would likely start taking a cool off. On top of that, like, look at you guys. They're being sold into, okay? The puts they're having profits taken on them. People are getting played is what I'm getting at. But yeah, guys, all right, you get a 50 BP hike. I think this is... Oh. Whew. All right, I think you have mass panic everywhere. All right, I'm going to be straight up, and that can happen. All right, that can definitely happen. But that is what I don't think it's going to happen, but that's what I think would happen. Mass panic there, because then the market's going to be like, holy crap, guys, they're going to freaking break the system. Wow, they're breaking the system. Wow, they're just going for it. They're breaking the system. They don't care. That's what that would tell the market, in my personal opinion. But also, it would be panic if they did the no rate cut. No, it would be panic if they did a 25 basis point rate cut. If they started rate cuts, guys, it's going to bring panic, in my personal opinion. I think it would have an initial upward reaction, but very quickly, I think that would reverse after this very short-lived bull trap. All right, if you want a big bull trap like I am, like what the charts are suggesting, in my personal opinion, that's the 25 basis point hike. That is what allows the markets to rally. It pretty much signals that the Fed does not, like, you know, it's not like the most serious thing that's happening right now with the banks, because they're still raising rates into it. All right, but it also isn't just going to rug pull things and signal that, hey, holy crap, the Fed does not know what they're doing. They are going to break the system so bad here. All right, and yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to end off the video with that. I do have to go. I will catch you guys in the next one. If you guys did enjoy this video, if you found value in this video, then hey, guys, please hit that like button and help me push this video out to other people. I would appreciate it a bunch. If you guys do want to check out the Patreon, it's $39.99 a month. I do know it does pay for itself. Guess what? I take the trades myself. But also, I've been told by a bunch of other people, at least 10 people have reached out and told me that it's already been paid for we'll say years. All right, and yeah, I can attest for that too. All right, I stand by that. I stand by my product. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep in mind, 25 extreme fear reading, short squeeze fuel is in the tank, and let's get to cracking. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.